Imagine waking up one day and realizing the sun is gone. Don't worry, your morning coffee won't help. What if, one day, without warning, the sun simply vanished? No explosion, no fading light, just gone. One moment, it's shining above us. The next, darkness. What would happen to Earth, to the solar system, and to life itself? It's a terrifying thought. The sun isn't just a star in our sky. It's the engine of everything we know. Our light, our heat, our energy, our life. Every second, it converts 600 million tons of hydrogen into helium, releasing unimaginable power. Without it, everything changes instantly. Let's imagine that moment. The sun disappears completely, not slowly, but instantly. What happens first? The first thing we'd notice is nothing. Not right away. Because light takes about 8 minutes and 20 seconds to travel from the sun to Earth. So for a little over 8 minutes, everything would appear normal. The sky would stay bright, birds would fly, people would walk their dogs, and no one would know that the source of all life had already vanished. Then, suddenly, daylight would turn to darkness. The blue sky would fade into black. Stars would appear, even at noon. The moon, reflecting the sun's light, would vanish too. Earth would be plunged into eternal night. But that's not all. Just as light travels with a delay, so does gravity. The sun's gravity holds the entire solar system together, from Mercury to Neptune. If the sun disappeared, its gravitational pull would vanish exactly at the same time the light does. So, 8 minutes after the sun's disappearance, Earth would fly off its orbit in a straight line, tangential to where it was. No longer pulled toward the sun, our planet would drift endlessly into space. The consequences would be catastrophic. Within a few days, temperatures on Earth would drop below freezing. Within a week, the average surface temperature would fall below -20 degrees Celsius. Within a year, it would reach -70. Oceans would begin to freeze from the top down. The surface would turn into a frozen wasteland. Only a few pockets of life might survive deep below the oceans, where hydrothermal vents on the seafloor release heat from Earth's core. Microbes and some deep-sea creatures could continue living, feeding off geothermal energy instead of sunlight. On the surface, everything else would perish. Plants would die within days without sunlight. Photosynthesis would stop. The oxygen levels would drop as the biosphere collapses. Animals would starve, ecosystems would crumble, and soon Earth would become a silent, icy rock drifting through the void. Humans would face extinction unless we acted fast. Underground shelters powered by nuclear or geothermal energy might sustain small colonies for a while. Artificial light could keep limited food production going, but long-term survival would be almost impossible. The atmosphere would gradually freeze and fall as snow. The oceans would solidify, leaving only a thin liquid layer near the core's remaining heat. In this frozen darkness, the night sky would look hauntingly beautiful. Stars would blaze more clearly than ever before. Planets would glow faintly, drifting away into interstellar space. Jupiter and Saturn, with their many moons, would continue on straight paths beside us for a time, until gravity from other stars slowly pulled them away. Eventually, the solar system would dissolve, its planets scattering into the galaxy like lost marbles. Earth would wander for billions of years, a dark, frozen relic of a once-living world. But what if humanity had time to prepare? Could we survive the death of the sun? In theory, yes, but only with technology far beyond what we have today. We could build massive underground cities powered by nuclear fusion or geothermal heat. We might even migrate to other worlds, perhaps the icy moons of Jupiter or Saturn, where artificial light and heat could sustain life. Or maybe, one day, we could build a new sun, a massive artificial fusion reactor orbiting Earth. Some scientists imagine moving entire planets to another star system, slowly towing Earth across space, using gravitational assists or controlled propulsion. It sounds impossible, but in cosmic terms, survival always does. Another idea is the generation ship, a self-sustaining spacecraft carrying humanity's descendants to another star, a journey lasting thousands of years. In the absence of our sun, space itself would become our only home. Still, even with all our technology, losing the sun would be the ultimate disaster. It would not just mean the end of warmth or daylight, it would mean the end of time as we know it, the destruction of every rhythm of life, every natural cycle. And yet, this thought experiment shows something profound. The sun gives us life, but it also reminds us how fragile that life is. Our entire existence depends on one star, floating in an endless void. So, what if the sun suddenly disappeared? We would have 8 minutes of light, then eternal night. 8 minutes of life, then infinite silence. The universe would not notice. But for us, it would be the end of everything, and a reminder that even in all our brilliance, humanity is still bound to a single fragile light in the dark.